The complexity of the many branches of science often require interpreters to relay information to the public in a manner they can understand, and it will continue to become more complicated and move further away from common understanding. Our understanding is expanding alongside the complexity. Unfortunately, we're vulnerable to these interpretations being biased or influenced in ways that aren't purely scientific, which can influence what we consider to be negative or positive due to that bias. The lack of trust from government toward the scientific community appears as a makeshift system of checks and balances that organically came about to make it difficult for something government doesn't fully understand to quickly influence policy. While this can be frustrating for society, it's important to consider why people have these reservations. In the eyes of the uninformed, two experts giving different opinions on something means you're likely to take the opinion of others who agree with you on various other viewpoints, like economic policies or immigration. At that point, those involved in politics tend to be off the science wagon, and no longer are able to make laws and regulations based on the understanding of those scientific concepts, and will likely make laws based on experts they choose to believe. Consider that these people tend to have no way to know what is truly scientific unless they were to devote time to science. For example, in medicine, boards of doctors and associations exist to evaluate science that pertains to medicine. The decisions they make are subject to be made in benefit of variables not accounted for, such as financial reasons, like to maintain the board functional or continue being paid, or compromises made with governments at the time. In essence, anything done for a reason that is not purely scientific. For most people, a time will come when science is too complicated for you. You will need to trust experts entirely. Whether due to age, mental faculty, or anything else, even if we were once familiar with science, it will eventually become too complex to understand unless followed very closely. Do you have anything to add? Leave a comment or contact us on Twitter at @ThoughtDoes.